Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to continue revising Mathematics Paper 1 to continue preparing for the KCSE 2023. Two employees, Juma and Ali, contributed a quarter and a sixth of their salaries to start a project. I want to assume this is respectively, such that it is Juma giving a quarter, Ali giving a sixth to start a project. The contribution amounted to 16,000 Kenya shillings. If Juma had contributed 4 out of 9 and Ali a third of their salaries, the total contribution would have been 30,000 Kenya shillings. Calculate the salary of each person. So what we're going to do in this case is to let Juma's salary, which is unknown, to be X. Juma's salary to be X. Then Ali's to be Y. Such that if Juma is giving a quarter, then we will say this is a quarter of X. And Ali is giving a sixth. So this guy is giving a sixth of Y. And this totals to 16,000 Kenya shillings. Then now the next case, if Juma had contributed 4 out of 9. So if it was 4 out of 9 for Juma, which is X, and a third for Ali, which is Y, this would have been 30,000 Kenya shillings. So we are getting a pair of simultaneous equations. Yeah, a pair of simultaneous equations, and it is what we are supposed to solve now simultaneously to get the values of X and Y. So what we're going to do first, I would prefer to use what we call the elimination method. So I'm going to make the coefficients of X to be equal because I would like to eliminate X in the two equations to be equal. Therefore, I'll multiply the second equation with the coefficient of X in the first one. So in the first one, the coefficient of X is a quarter. Therefore, I'll multiply the second one with a quarter. Then the first one, I'll multiply it with the coefficient of X in the second, which is 4 out of 9. So as the first equation gets multiplied with 4 out of 9, the second one will be multiplied by a quarter. Therefore, when I multiply with 4 over 9 in each case, the first one becomes 4 out of 9. Then I multiply with 1 out of 9. This will give us 4 out of this will give us a 1 out of 9. 1 out of 9 X. Then plus, remember I should multiply with 4 out of 9 all through. So 4 out of 9 by a sixth out of 9 by 1 over 6. This gives us 2 over 27 Y. This is equal to, again, this part by 4 out of 9. So 4 out of 9 by 30,000. This becomes 13,333 and a third. Then now, this is now equation 1, which is changing to this. Equation 2 will be multiplied by the coefficient of X in the first, which is a quarter. Therefore, everything by a quarter, this becomes a ninth X plus. When we multiply by a quarter, we're going to have 1 out of 12 Y. This is equals to 30,000 by a quarter. 30,000 by a quarter, which will be 7500. Yes. The first equation is supposed to be, remember we are multiplying with 4 out of 9. So 16,000 times 4 out of 9. 16,000 times 4 out of 9. That is supposed to be 7111 and 1 over 9. Sorry. 7111 and 1 out of 9. Then now we subtract the equations. When a ninth x is subtracted with a ninth x is eliminated. So to remain with y, we need first of all to get, okay, I can subtract upwards, whereby I will need 7500 minus 7111 and a ninth. Therefore, I can take 7500 minus, and this gives me the constant side, 388, 8 out of 9. While on this other side, I'll need 1 out of 12 minus 2 out of 27. This gives us 1 out of 108 y. 1 out of 108 y. Therefore, now I will need to multiply each side by 108 to remain with y alone. 108 times 108. Therefore, I need 108. Then I multiply by 388 and 8 over 9. So this will give us exactly 42,000. So with 42,000 as the value of y, then now the value of x can be obtained by substituting y in any of the equations. Therefore, we need to say, for instance, the first equation becomes a quarter x plus 1 out of 6 of the value of y. So 1 out of 6 of the value of y, which makes it a 7,000, equals to 16,000. Equals to 16,000. Therefore, a quarter x is equivalent to 16,000 minus 7,000 to get 9,000. Therefore, to remain with x, we need to multiply by 4 through. This makes it 36,000 Kenya shillings. And also this 42,000 is also Kenya shillings. Therefore, we can conclude that Juma's salary, which had been let to be x, is 36,000, and Ali's salary, which had been let to be y, is equivalent to 42,000 Kenya shillings. Thank you for following. Subscribe and share.